Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about why it's important to always be inspired. Notice the difference. I'm not talking about always being motivated, but I am talking about being inspired. Um, we live in a time right now where a lot of the people around us are just plain out losers. They're plain out just not driven to do anything with their lives. They're just working, they're going home, they have a negative attitude, and they self-sabotage with all sorts of substances. So in this current climate, whether you work at a job or you have friends that are kind of weird and they're just not really about improving, you have to find people that are trying to move forward in life. You have to find people that inspire you and make you want to change. And here's the thing, this can come in many forms. I watch a lot of content creators on YouTube. I listen to a lot of music that gets me going. I listen to a lot of things that wake me up to reality. And here's the thing, you have to constantly be putting that stuff in your ears. You have to. Because there's a saying that darkness is the absence of light. So if you don't have the light, if you don't have positive things going into your ears, by default, you're going to have negative things going into your ears. People at work, the news, or just things around you, just people saying certain things. You guys realize 95% of the people that I've worked with in all my jobs or whatever, they all complain to some extent. So if you're not counteracting that with positivity, then your perception is going to be negative, right? Because you're complaining all the time. So you have to find things, whether that's watching certain content creators, watching movies that inspire you, music, being around people that are inspiring, or whatever it is. You have to every day on a daily basis have that influence going into your ears. Because like I said, darkness is the absence of light. So if there's no light, then darkness is the default, vice versa. If there's no darkness, then light is the default. How do you get rid of the dark? You turn on the light. So if you're listening to positive content, or you're being inspired by something, whether it's art, music, movies, etc., certain people, then the darkness is just not going to exist because you turned on the light. So it's important to have that, right? And it's hard to be inspired nowadays because our lives are so easy. Well, I'm not saying it's hard to be inspired. It's hard to have a reason to improve, to be better, to do good. It's hard because our lives are so easy that why improve when you have food? Why improve when you have shelter? Why improve when all your survival needs are pretty much taken care of, right? And in a sense, there's certain people that have had traumatic experience, like their parents died, or a girl broke up with them, or they were just born in an environment that was terrible. There's a lot of hip hop rappers that were born in cities that were, had gang violence, or, whatever. And of course, that would give someone a huge incentive to get out of that environment, right? If you're in a terrible city or whatever, find better ways. But for the average Joe who just grows up in a normal household, everything's cool, there's no crime, nobody's really died, no one's heart has been broken, there's no one who's poor, you're not gonna have too much of an incentive to want to improve. Unless obviously you have good influence, right? You have things that you find that inspire you. So, you know, if like pain can be used to destroy you or build you. Like if you break up, like if a girl dumps you, it can be used to help, like you can use that to fuel you or you can use it to destroy you. Vice versa. Or another example, if your parents get shot or they die or whatever, you can use that to destroy you or you can use it to fuel you. But it's all about you. What are you using it for? Right? I talked about Brandon Carter in another video, but the main reason he got those like 4 jobs and was working like crazy and had to like have that urgency and that drive to like make shit happen is because his father shot himself in the head. Dude, if my dad shot himself in the head, you best believe I'm working 100 hours a week. You best believe I'm going crazy hard. But even though that hasn't happened, I'm still going crazy hard. The reason why is because I'm constantly inspiring myself. I'm constantly driving like there's so many things that I'm using to fuel me, right? The girls that didn't respect me, or the friends that said X, Y, and Z about me, or just whatever it is. I'm using all of that shit to continue to fuel me to grow. Because if I don't use that, then there's nothing I have to like push me forward, right? Everybody needs some sort of drive. Nobody just wakes up and does certain things just because. Like I don't go to the gym just because. I don't work 12-hour days just because. Like no, I do it because there's people that have said certain things about me that I need to make sure they get their dose of like, okay, this guy's for real. Or there's certain girls that have done me wrong that like makes me never want to be in such a loser simp position again. So that's why I do pretty much what I do. There's a reason behind why humans do everything, right? I even think what the hell's his name? Sigmund Freud said like humans do things to avoid pain or move into pleasure. I think that's what he said. I forget. I think that's what he said though. You guys can like double check with me. Double check on that. But yeah, like you have to constantly inspire yourself with some sort of like influence. Whether it, like I said, it could be a breakup, it could be someone died, it could be you're born in a terrible, poor environment with gang violence and drugs and you want to just get the hell out of there. You could have been bullied, you could have been beat up. Like, dude, there's so many things that you can use to fuel you, but you have to find them. Because a lot of doomers they just accept like their loser position in life. They just accept that this happened to me, so I'm this way. This girl cheated on me, so I'm a loser. Like, you can't let that destroy you. Like I said, you can let traumatic things destroy you, or you can let them fuel you. And I choose to let them fuel me, and you should choose to let them fuel you. So yeah, guys, I think you get the point here. Use that trauma as for positive. Use it to go harder, right? Use it to go harder at work. Use it to go harder in the gym. Use it to like make more money, to be better. So yeah, guys, I think you get the point here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.